See this thing? Looks like a regular drill, right? Cordless, variable speed, reversible, hand adjustable chop. It's all pretty standard. I got it for Christmas for my brother, my younger brother. I've never owned a power tool in my life, but I cherish it in a macho Black & Decker sort of way. It's for my brother, so it's a big thing for me. Remember when we were kids, my brother and I, we would hang around my dad in his workshop. He never paid us any attention, though. He's way too much of a perfectionist to let our weak, shaky little kid hands touch anything he was working on. He never tried to teach us anything either. He just silently worked away without even acknowledging that we were there. Maybe he figured we'd pick it up just watching like that. But I never learned anything. My brother, he got it somehow. It must come naturally to him. And now that I think of it, maybe my dad gave him secret midnight lessons. Maybe the old man really did have some consideration for my feelings, and he waited until I was asleep to teach my brother about woodworking, because he was the son with potential. And the old man didn't want to torture me, putting me through something I'd only fail at anyway. Yeah, it's possible. I don't think so, but I mean, maybe. Whatever happened back then, one thing's certain. My brother got the woodworking skills, and I got the emotional distance. And management problem. Doesn't seem very fair. That's the way it is in families. My brother got the woodworking skills, and he's got all kinds of power tools. Probably has a drill just like this one. Actually, I bet he has a more powerful drill. More torque. My brother's definitely got more torque than me, whatever the hell torque is. And he uses it. He builds things, just like the old man. Maybe this was his way of saying to me, you can build things too, bro. I know you can do it. You just never tried. A drill will be real handy for doing things like that, building. Thing is, it's only got that one bit. I mean, look at that thing. It must be a half an inch, maybe even more. It certainly looked impressive in the package. Look at all that power, the thrust, the torque. Think of what you could do with that thing. Problem is, I haven't got a drill bit set. Why would I? I haven't got a drill. At least, I didn't. Well, my brother gave me this one. But did he give me a bit set to go with it? No, he didn't. The only kind of hole I can make is the gigantic kind. I mean, look at this thing. It's obscene the kind of hole this thing is set up to drill. I mean, it could probably make a great margarita. I don't drink margaritas. Bourbon. That's my drink. You don't need a drill for that. You probably build some kind of big, blocky, bookcase or a table or something with it. But what do I need with Swedish furniture? I'm a simple man with simple desires. I keep a minimalist pad here. Chair, guitar, bourbon. I've got my life down to essentials. No need for a drill around here. But it's from my brother, so it must mean something. But what? What? What does it mean that he gives me this drill? Is he trying to tell me that he thinks I'm a totally useless jerk? Or maybe he is trying to say that he thinks I can build things. Or maybe he just couldn't think of anything else to give me for Christmas. Whatever it was, I figured there's only one way to find out. That's right. Bust it open and start drilling some holes. Half-inch goddamn holes. Problem is, you can't just do that. You can't just bust it out of the package. and act like a lunatic drilling a half-inch hole all over the place. It's not some kind of spontaneous thing, because while it's a cordless drill, you can't do that cord. In order for it to work, you have to power up the battery pack, and that involves a cord. And of course, I haven't got the right kind of plug. All the outlets in my apartment have 2 plugs, and the powering up cord's got 3. This thing's got so much power, it needs 3 prongs. 2 just won't do. No problem, you're thinking. You just take your converter, 3 to 2, you slap it on, then you plug it in, you're in business. Now, do I look like the kind of guy who has a 3 to 2 converter? Are you kidding me? So in order to power this thing up, I have to borrow a 3 to 2 from the upstairs neighbor. I have to get dressed and leave my apartment on Christmas just to get the necessary electrical current into the thing before I can start powering it up. And then it's another couple of hours before I can start drilling anything. So this thing is premeditated, that's for sure. I've had plenty of time to go over all that stuff I've talked about in therapy. How much I resent my father for being so distant, for basically ignoring me my whole life except to make me feel small. Like that time that he redid my 8th grade art project because of some minuscule imperfection he saw in it. And my brother, talk about resentment. He turned out to be just like the old man without even trying, when I tried so hard all those years just to fail. And of course, my mother. I resent her for never noticing anything, for withholding her love. I guess I wasn't enough like the great man or the precious younger son. And those are just the major resentments. The list goes on, believe me. So while this thing's powering up, I've got plenty of time to dredge up all these dark feelings. And think about everything. Plot. Plan. That is textbook premeditation. I mean, if, say, I use my new drill to plug a hole in somebody's head, I'd get the chair for sure. No doubt about it. No temporary insanity plea there. Nada. No, sir. So don't go thinking this is some kind of crazed thing I've done here. It's what I needed to do all along. I just never knew it. I have to say, I do feel a whole lot less angry. In fact, I feel pretty goddamn good. The half-inch bit turned out to be just a ticket, too. 99 half-inch holes in the floor of my apartment. That's not just a drill. That's therapy. And I don't know why my brother paid for this thing, but I bet it was a whole lot less expensive. Not to mention more torque. And you know, I feel really good and relaxed in a way I never do after therapy. I was skeptical at first. It's turned out to be a pretty great gift. So I suppose instead of tearing my hair out trying to figure out what it means, I'd just pick up the phone, call my brother, and thank him for giving me such a thoughtful Christmas gift. Or maybe I ought to drill a half-inch hole in his head. I can't